Welcome to Lesson 1 on similar triangles. Here we'll look at some properties of similar triangles. So first of all, corresponding side lengths are proportional and corresponding angles are equal. So very similar to the properties of similar polygons, except that for similar triangles, we only need to check one of the above conditions to determine if the two triangles are similar. If we had similar polygons, we would have to check both conditions. Example 1, we have to determine if the two triangles below are similar. So I'm going to start by finding this missing angle here. Since we know all angles in a triangle add to 180, I can subtract 40 and 67 from 180 to figure out that missing angle. So now doing that gives me 73 degrees. Now I'll find this missing angle up here as well by again subtracting 40 and 73 from 180. Doing that this time gives me 67 degrees. So now they'd be similar if corresponding angles are equal. So I see I have two angle measurements that are both 40. I have another two angle measurements that are both 67. And then another pair of equal angles, which means that they are indeed similar. So I'm going to say yes, since corresponding angles are equal. Now for example 2, we have to determine the length of DE. So I'm going to suggest breaking this diagram apart and drawing two triangles. So I'll draw the smaller triangle, ABC, where this is 18 and this is 12.6. And then I'll draw the larger triangle, ADE, where I'll call this side X because that's what I'm looking for. And then AD is going to be the sum of 18 and 16.2, which is 34.2. So now I can set up my proportion. X over 12.6 is equal to 34.2 over 18. And we learned in the last video to solve this proportion, we shall cross multiply. So we get 18x is equal to 12.6 times 34.2. I'm putting that in my calculator. I get 430.92. Now to solve for x, I need to divide both sides by 18. I'm putting that in my calculator. I get a value of 23.94. So I get that DE is 23.94 units. Now for the last example, we're told that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, and we have to find all the missing sides and angles. So if I look at the similarity statement, I can see which angles correspond. Angle A is going to be equal to angle D. So if angle D is 30 degrees, then angle A is 30 degrees as well. So I'll fill that in over here. Now angle B corresponds with angle E. Now I don't know what angle E is, but I can find angle B by subtracting 30 and 53 from 180. Doing that gives me 97 degrees. So if angle B is 97 degrees, then angle E is 97 degrees as well. Then angle C and angle F are going to be equal. They correspond. So angle C is 53, angle F is 53 as well. Now to find the side lengths, I need to set up a proportion. So we'll start with BC over. So again, I can look at the similarity statement to see which side corresponds with BC. BC corresponds with EF, which is 12. Now I'll pick side length AC, which corresponds with DF. So that becomes 6.4 over 16. So now cross multiplying. I get 16 BC is equal to 76.8. Now I need to divide by 16. Put that in my calculator now. I get that BC is 4.8. So I'll fill that in up here. Now setting up a proportion involving ED. Again, I'll look up at my similarity statement. ED corresponds with BA, which is 4. Now I can pick two other corresponding sides. I'm going to pick FD and CA. So I get 16 over 6.4. So now I'll cross multiply. .4 ED is going to equal 64. And now dividing both sides by 6.4, I get that ED is equal to 10. And there we found all missing sides and angles.